Hi guys, happy Sunday. Yep, we're still going. So, really
One face
quickly,
centered. Speech off.
you know how I do. Um, it's not an official VI Life with Kelly video without having the wonderful voice of voiceover at the beginning. Um, yeah. So, I wanted to do a video on why being single is not a good idea for women at all. I wanted to talk about why being single is just not the move. And the longer that you are single and the more comfortable you get being single, how much this affects your total life and how time passes and you're still single because it's familiar and you've always been single, so you've never learned, you've never grown past those uncomfortable points. You've never made the sacrifices of sticking in there with anyone because you're used to being single. So if you're interested in hearing why it is that as a woman, single is not the move, it's just not, keep watching. So every young lady should know that life is about family, and every single thing you do does not matter if you do not have family. Now, family does not have to be biological, but it is your circle, your familiar circle, the people that you confide in, the people that you share life with, the people that you have dinner with, the people that you go to their events and their special occasions, they attend your events and special occasions. This is your circle of life. That is your family, right? And life is to be lived together, not alone, not as an introvert. That is why you have communities like YouTube that connect people from all walks of life, and we enjoy life and living together virtually. However, getting to know one another, and this is a part of your family. This is a part of your norm. But for women, it is very important that you have a family. You have the protection and the love and the support of your family. And that would be having children and growing in those relationships and having that experience as a mother, as a giver, as a nurturer, and satisfying those needs within yourself, as a spouse, as a person, a lover, as a helpmate, as a supporter. There's roles, there's things within you that need to be utilized, explored, and shared. And it's not for you to be still single in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s and your 60s. Women should be married, 23, 24, 25. You should be married. There's no reason to be single. You could come out of high school and get married 19, 20, 21, 22. That doesn't mean start having children. That doesn't mean, throw your dreams away. But it does mean start living life with a partner that you guys can build a future together, someone that you can go on dates with and explore with and vacations and, that companion, that life partner. Marriage is essential, and being single is expensive, and it is not beneficial. It's not. You spend a lot of wasteful time and energy going out to day parties, going to lounges, going to clubs, going to events. You spend a lot, thousands and thousands of dollars over the years trying to fill those voids with activities, meaningless activities, on the hopes of crossing the path of some, young man, some gentleman, some mature man who wants more in life, and he's entangled already in his own life. All you are is something to do at the bar or here and there once a month or something. You're a text. You're a pick me up. But you are not the spouse. You are not the life partner. You are not the companion. You are not the priority. So, ladies, what are you doing in high school? You should be finding yourself, figuring out what matters to you, what is purposeful to you, and you should be figuring out what kind of man you want to be with. When you go to college, you should be focused, very focused on your husband. You should be dating with a purpose and extremely intentional, and you should be determined to come out of college with your husband. You don't waste time dating and doing all that foolery and going from this guy to that guy to this guy. Nope. You be serious about who you're going to be with. You be serious about the time that you keep. You be serious about your future, because when you come out of college 22, 23, 24, you should be getting ready to get married. That's where you should be. 25, 26, 27, 28, you're married. You're having a baby at 27. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, you're having children. You're getting done with that part so you can enjoy your children in your 30s, right? You got that bounce back, your body's good, you can enjoy your husband, y'all's children, your life together, right, your home, all of that. Not being single. No. It's a trick of the devil. It's not wise at all to be single in your 30s and 40s and 50s out here trying to date, trying to be optimistic, trying to see what's going on, trying to navigate life's ups and downs on your own. You become your own man really quickly, because you have to. You have to survive. When you're single, you have to be masculine and feminine. You have to work, and you have to shop, and you have to organize, and you have to figure things out and pay bills and cook and clean. You have to do it all. Console yourself, comfort yourself, entertain yourself, and it's dangerous. Truthfully, being single as a woman is dangerous, because other people look at you like, oh, nobody cares about her, no one's looking after her, no one's following up behind her, no one represents her. Oh, and then you get taken advantage of because you're always cleaving to something or someone. You need a new car, you cleave to the car salesman. Whatever he says, you're prone to doing what he says. Next thing you know, boom, you came in there, you said you wanted a $250 car note, you're getting a $397 car note. Bow, what happened? I trusted you. No, you shouldn't be trusting the car salesman. You should be trusting your husband. But because you're single and you haven't put a demand, a premium on finding a husband, on being in a relationship, a covering, an anointing, then yeah, that type of stuff happens. You need maintenance on your car. You need help with your house. So you have to depend on somebody else's husband to lead you on the right path with home improvement projects, when really all they're concerned about is making sure they make enough money off of you to take care of their wife, their home, their kids. So yeah, they feel sorry for you to a degree. Look at this poor, pitiful single lady needing help and needing me to help her. And you're cleaving to this man, but he's not available for you. He's here to make money off of you and your pitiful self, because you are a single woman with no man in sight. You have not been wise. You have not made good decisions, and you're continuing to dwell in that lonely space because you did not take life seriously. You did not get to know yourself and align yourself with the man that is for you. You didn't require it. You didn't say, you know what? I need this, this, and this. And okay, Eric didn't have it. Timothy didn't have it. Solomon doesn't have it. See, you shouldn't be going on random idle dates, going on random idle meet and greets. You should be able to evaluate. Okay, sure, you like to take me out. Well, what do you want? What's your end goal? What's your end game? Where are you at in your life? What can I expect if I decide to spend time with you, to be with you? What can I expect? What do you expect? What are your expectations? What would make you happy, sir? And then when you hear his answer, take him at his word. And if it doesn't work for you, we're not a match. Thank you so much for your time. I'm quite flattered and I appreciate you. But I'm looking for something different. We're on 2 different pages. And exit stage left. Don't keep entertaining that. If you have to block them, you just have to block them. But you have to move forward. You cannot be out here on a second and third date with Mr. Hopefully. Mr. I'm not sure, but I hope. I'm not sure, but I think. Or this looks like a cat, but I hope it's a dog. Maybe I'm wrong. No. You should have never, ever been doing that. You should have been very, very, very determined and intentional about having someone in your life who cares about you, who prioritizes you and y'all's future, who got your back, you have their back, good and bad, health, all of these things. That's very important. And if you are a young lady listening to this, perfect. Spend time getting to know yourself. There's tons of assessments online. If you don't have a clue, start off with my video. I have a video on the 5 things to increase your love life. Go over to my YouTube page, VI Life with Kelly. The link is in the bio here on my profile. Click that link. Go watch those videos. Find out which one resonates with you. Find out who you are. Doing a color test. They have them for free online. It tells you all about your personality, what work environment is best for you. Do a conflict management assessment, which tells you what kind of person you are. Are you a person who wants to be heard? Are you a person who is passive? I don't want to talk about it. Are you a passive aggressive person? You need to know yourself. You need to spend a lot of time knowing yourself. So then you can say, you know what? Okay, this is who I am. Cool. Now, what kind of man makes me feel alive? Makes me want to stretch myself and push myself and be his everything. What kind of man incites innovation in me? What kind of man does that for me? Do I need a man that looks like this kind of body type, this kind of height, this kind of attitude, this kind of personality, these characteristics? Like, what does this man look like? How do I interpret love with him? How do I need to be handled? What level of intimacy do you need? All of that. What kind of attention do you need? You should, it's very important. It's an emergency. It's an emergency for you to know what kind of woman you are, so you can know what kind of man you need, and then you need to be screening applicants, screening them. So you on this online dating, you on Luxy, you on the League, you on the Plenty of Fish, you on whatever it is, Hinge and whatever, swipe left, swipe right, all this. Whatever these apps are that you're on, and then real life, ask the questions off top. Hi, how are you doing? How are you? Perfect. So what are you looking for with me? What would make you happy? Best case scenario, all things being equal, what would you like to end up happening with me? Is the idea of courting me exciting to you? What do you miss about being in a relationship, about being married? What do you enjoy most about loving a woman? What are your love languages? What can I expect with you? Is the idea of providing for me a turn on for you, a turn off for you? What do you think about your position in my life? Do you feel like you're a leader? What do you think? What works for you? Ask the hard questions. And don't be afraid to say, yes, I'm high maintenance. I would be deemed as high maintenance. Do you like women that are high maintenance? Do you like catering to a woman? Do you like pampering a woman? Your lady, is that something that you're into? What do you think? Don't shy away from who you are, because if he doesn't like it, that's good. Next, because God has more. So you don't have to sit up here and be debating, oh, should I say this? Should I not? Is it too soon for me to say this or be like that? And some things speak for you. If you guys are meeting in person and you're high maintenance, the man knows you're high maintenance. You don't need to say that. He knows. If you're high maintenance, you have it written all over you. From the hair, to the earrings, to the makeup, to the mask you got on your face. I've seen these Louis Vuitton masks, Chanel masks, Dior masks, and all these things out here. So, it's evident. He understands what it is. He looks at your purse, your shoes. He smells your fragrance. He gets it. But that's what he likes. So embrace yourself. Don't shy away and shrink back. Don't do that. Don't shrink back. No, be you. Allow him to be him. Enjoy each other. If it works, have more. If it doesn't, let that go. Get out of each other's way. Get out of your way. Get out of his way, so you can get to your husband, so you can get to your wife. Get off these dating websites. Get out these clubs and start living your real life. Start enjoying your real life, the life that God has for you. Because why are you working so hard and it's just you? You don't need to work hard for just you. No, you don't. You don't need a big old house for just you. No. It's very, very, very important that young ladies understand that having a husband is a priority. It is not an option. Having a life partner is a priority. It is at the top of your list. It's at the top of your list. Your relationship with God is first. Knowing yourself is second. Getting your man is next. Just like that. Just like that. Being out here single is not the move. And stop making excuses for it to be okay. Stop rationalizing it and get serious. Stand up for yourself and require and demand the right man. Attract and manifest the right man to your life. Attract and manifest. And the only way that you're going to attract and manifest is walking and living in your own skin, your own truth, and knowing exactly what this man looks like, how he behaves, his character. You have to know those things so that you can focus on those things, so you can yield those things. You can bring those things to fruition. It's just like this. When you go to the store and you're looking for some shoes, and you come in there, you're like, oh, I need to get me some boots. And you start looking at the boots, and on the way to the boots, you see these beautiful patent leather heels. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is such a pretty pink, and it's so soft and shiny and silky, and ooh, it looks like polish. And you try them on, you tell them, do you have my size? And you're like, I'm not even supposed to be here. I came in here to get boots. And then you say, you know what? I'm going to get these boots and I'm going to leave these shoes here. And then they're on your mind. And you get to the house, you're like, ooh, those would have been perfect with this suit and all this dress that I have. Oh my gosh. You know what? And you keep focusing on it. Next thing you know, bow, they're at your house. Everything you own, you were focused on it. Yeah. You were focused on it. And that's how you got it in your house. You might not have known exactly where you was going to find this thing. You might not have known the brand it was going to be, right? You might not have known. You went to go find a TV. You didn't know you was going to get an LG Smart 4K television by, 55-inch LED and all these other letters, acronyms and everything. You didn't know. You knew you needed to go get you a new television. You had a certain price range in mind, and they had a sale. Wow. And this is the newest whatever. Okay, I'll take it. Right now, you know that you need a life partner. You need a spouse. So you need to do the work. And if that means you need to pull out a good old pencil, a pen, and paper, and you need to write down me. You need to draw a line down the middle of that paper. On the left side is me, is you. The other side is your spouse, the ideal candidate. And you need to write down the truth. I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't want this, I don't want that. Perfect. When I have these types of interactions with a man, it makes me feel like this, it makes me feel like that. And you need to write down the fruits of the spirit on there, all 9 of them. And then you need to match it to characteristics of a man that will produce that or keep you in that place. So what characteristics of a man will keep you at peace? What characteristics of a man will keep you in love? What characteristics of a man will keep you joyful? What characteristics of a man keep you faithful, gentle, kind, long-suffering, operating in self-control, exuding a sound mind? What characteristics, what type of man will keep you in that space? And then you need to attract and manifest. You need to have the energy of a woman who values a man and cherishes him, and that you add value to his life and he adds value to your life. And that is why you're dating. You're dating with a purpose, to have a family, to have love, to have a covering, to have a circle of life, to have meaning to your work, to have meaning to your days, to have meaning to your weekends. To share your life. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Leave questions. And tell me what you think. What do you really think? If you're single, do you really enjoy being single? Or do you really get where I'm coming from? Has it finally resonated with you like, I have made a lot of bad decisions and I want to turn this thing around? Because some kind of way I've gotten lost out here in the big sea of life. I'm just floating between tides. And I want to get back to land. I want to get home. It's not too late. It's a new day, a new beginning. Get back on track. Don't give yourself a hard time. Focus on the win. Champions focus on the win. See you in the next video.
Speech on. Stop.